Now we're going to start talking about the distance formula, or the distance between two lines. But to do that, we first need to know about the Pythagorean Theorem. A lot of people should have heard of the Pythagorean Theorem. If not, let's try to catch you up to speed real quick. The Pythagorean Theorem simply states that for any right triangle, okay, it has to have a right angle in the triangle. That if you take this side length here, whatever it is, and this side length here, and you square them, which means to times them by themselves, you're going to end up with this other side length squared. Alright, so just take a look at this triangle here. I have a right triangle. So that means if I square this number and square this number and add them together, I should get this number squared. Or in other words, 3 squared plus 4 squared should equal 5 squared in this right triangle. Well, 3 squared is 3 times 3, 9. 4 squared is 4 times 4, 16. And 5 squared is 25, 5 times 5. And so now 9 plus 16 is 25, which equals 25. Pretty cool. So the Pythagorean Theorem says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It's probably the most important theorem we will study in this class. So yeah, it just relates those side lengths. And so we can use it to solve a problem. So if I said, what's the missing side length in this triangle? Well, let's call this missing side length c, and say, we can set up our equation that says 8 squared plus 5 squared, alright, so the one side length plus the other side length squared should equal that distance across from the right angle, that long diagonal side. So that equals c squared. Now 64 is what 8 squared is. 5 squared is 5 times 5, that's 25, equals c squared. And if I add those together, I get 89 equals c squared. But I just want c, right? I don't want c squared. So if you remember in your algebra days, the opposite of squaring a number is to take the square root. So I'm going to take the square root of both sides, and when I do that, I get c over here, and on the other side I get the square root of 89, which I don't have a calculator on me, but it's, probably 9 point something. Okay, and so your answer would be that 9 point, I don't know if it's like 5.5, but your answer would be 9.55. Okay, so that's how you can use the Pythagorean theorem to solve things. Triangles, really. And you're going to see in the next part why this is important.